Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Warning: this video will contain mentions of self-harm, child abuse, sexual content, and pedophilia. Please be cautious before watching this video if you are sensitive to these topics. Do not harass any users mentioned in this video. The source material was uploaded 2 years ago. It's over, it's done, everyone's moved on with their lives. I'm just doing this for the sake of fun and practice for future commentaries and critiques. Maybe. Okay, time to end my YouTube hibernation with the best caffeine you could ask for. Serious claims. I came across this video while listening to other commentaries and, well, it struck a chord. It didn't get many views, all things considered. The evidence was poor. The claims were... It's out of date, so it's a perfect little dead drama for me to cover so that anybody in my personal life is less likely to find my channel. Yay. Let's get started.
I'm here to talk about Spockter theory. If you don't know who Spockter theory is, he is I believe it's a scaly is the correct term. I've heard him use furry, but I'm pretty sure it's scaly since he's technically a lizard. He is a YouTuber who got exposed of pedophilia a year ago, I think, in 2018, I'm pretty sure.
I think you meant to put accused instead of exposed, but if you did mean exposed, the allegations were proven to be false and that he was speaking romantically and sexually with a 14-year-old while he was 16, which isn't pedophilia, so there wasn't any exposing.
I think in 2018, I'm pretty sure. A lot of it was largely mishandled. The person who brought the evidence forward into the light did not know what the fuck they were doing.
Well, that's an understatement of the month. For those who don't know, the drama he's referring to is when two YouTubers released videos calling out Spockter, at the time going by Spockter Theory. These two, Atari and Penegrin, showed crop screenshots to make claims that Spockter was being sexual with a 13-year-old or an 8-year-old who told him to stop. The 13-year-old turned out to be another user called Stories, and it was found out that she actively encouraged him being sexual in their conversations. The only thing he really did wrong was he sent a dick pic, which is the creation and distribution of child pornography since he at the time was 16 and exposing a minor to pornography. But most people don't know about those laws, especially teenagers, and Stories may have sent it to a group chat including Penegrin and Atari, so Stories would be guilty of distributing it too, with the added bonus of showing it to a minor being Atari. Note, Atari has since apologized and has moved on from this drama, while the other two pissed off to who knows. Don't go starting shit with Atari.
So that's why I want to handle this as best as I can, so there's no foul play on either side, because it's already rough going after Spockter because of that fact, because he has already been falsely accused of the same exact thing. Because I hate talking about pedophilia, I'm gonna smoke a joint while I do this because I fucking hate this topic so much. Anyway, some ground rules I'd like to discuss before continuing this video. Like I said, these are all allegations. My goal of this video is not to cancel Spockter, do anything like that. My goal is to get the truth out of everyone in this situation. And that means that I am gonna be going at this as peacefully as possible.
I'd say keep this in mind, but you don't need to keep it there for long.
Peacefully as possible. As hard as that's gonna be, because fuck Spockter for this. Yeah,
These are all allegations, but fuck Spockter for definitely doing all of the things I say in this video. Yeah, despite Mannis saying these are allegations, he continues to treat Spockter like it's already proven based on the screenshots, which I'll get into.
Yeah, I don't. My goal of this video is not to cancel Spockter right away or do anything like that. I just want to provide all the evidence I have been given, because this has all been a private matter so far. My goal of this video, honestly, is to get a response out of Spockter. Not a public response. I just want him to DM me or anything like that to, I guess, try to resolve any of this, try to defend himself. I want to give him a platform to defend himself, because these are very, very big accusations, and if it were vice versa, I would want that decency to me.
So, if it were vice versa, you'd want somebody to make a public video with crop screenshots, hearsay, and testimony against you, call you a pedophile, and then try to get your side of the story? If that's the case, that's stupid. People won't always follow up on videos, and even if Spockter spoke to you with his side and you were proven wrong, they will go on believing that Spockter is a pedophile because of the claims in your video. Also, I want to give him a platform to defend himself. Buddy, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think Spoctor would do a bit better on his own platform than on yours. Also, these are very big accusations. Yeah, pedophile claims are very big accusations. So maybe you should, I don't know, show us the evidence of these serious accusations instead of spending, let me see, 3 minutes on an intro discussing a year-old drama that was proven false and not on the actual crime you should be focusing on?
To me. So like I said, I'm gonna try to handle this as best as possible so there's zero foul play on either side. And like I said, more rules. I'm not going after Spoctor for the fact that he is a furry or a scaly. As dumb, as fucking stupid as it sounds, I have to address this because that community specifically has been targeted a lot. And I have zero problem with the furry and scaly and just dressing up as animals really community. So this is not an attack towards that community at all. Oh, also another rule that I forgot to add. I'm not going to be talking at all about those previous accusations. If anything, that just kind of adds to the fact that he's been a creep prior to this specific topic.
Yes, because two people decided to take advantage of a horny teenager being a horny teenager. The victim is a creep. Yeah, makes sense.
Let me start from the very beginning, from when I was introduced into all this. Somebody named Shy Gal DM me asking me what I knew about Spoctor. I gave him my response. I honestly know nothing about Spoctor prior to this. The most I knew about Spoctor was through Simply Dad's video that he made on Spoctor and a couple other creators. From what Simply Dad has said, Spoctor sounds like a cunt, so I've always kind of associated Spoctor as being a cunt.
Okay, I tried to look for Simply Dad's video on it, and it seems he deleted a lot of the videos on his channel, so I have no idea what was on it and what would warrant Spoctor sounding like a cunt. Also, if your impression of him is based on the accusation videos and not involving the videos showing they were false, your view of him is skewed down to somebody lying about how he sexually harassed them. Also, I've always kind of associated Spoctor as being a cunt. You just admitted to having a bias of already disliking him, which would probably explain your hostility in the video.
Anyway, Shy Gal apparently was involved with Spoctor, both mutually aged. I think she was like 17, he was 17.
So, the person making these claims is his ex? Yeah, for everyone watching, that means we should take these claims with about half a tablespoon of salt.
With her, it started when she was 17, same as him, so there's nothing illegal there. So this is deleted user 3F, whatever. Same conversation down here as up here. These are just taken at different times. At the time, she was, her @ was blue dipstick, and right here it's Shy Gal. Alright, so here's the truly disturbing part. This is the screenshot between someone named Toast and Fish. So Fish is a 14-year-old girl.
Okay, here's what bothers me throughout this video. Fish's age is only stated by Shy Gal. Not Fish, not Spoctor, not even Toast. We don't know if she's actually 14, and hell, thanks to stories, we have to know what age she told Spoctor that she was.
And Toast, I don't even know who the fuck that is. That's just a friend who knows about the situation. Let me just read it off so you don't have to. I mean, like, when was the last time you did stuff with tech? And then Fish's response, just the other day we had a call and did, you know. And it just felt weird and I faked an orgasm to end it quicker. I hate when I'm stuck in.
And I just felt weird and faked an orgasm to end it quicker. Yeah, this sounds bad, and it is. However, did Spoctor know that Fish was weirded out? If he didn't know she felt that way and she just acted like everything was fine, then that isn't Spoctor's fault. Also, I didn't notice this the first time, but it's shown later on that they've had calls like that before, probably multiple times, and she's okay with it. I don't know if she felt weird about the call because of some external factor, or Spoctor introduced a new kink to it, but before this, Fish and Spoctor had sexual calls, and apparently both were fine with it based on their conversations.
From what I know, Tech isn't into Jeff, but who knows at this point. Tech is dating Jeff, confirmed, pretty much, ... That's why he had to break it off with my friend, unless he lied to her. What about me? Is he just using me because I satisfy his fucking fantasies? a blank girl who moans cutely for him. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And then she says, I'm gonna fucking just bang my arms. Toad says, please don't. Why shouldn't I? I'm shaking and I just want to stop because I'm here to help you through this. No, I want to do this to myself. Deal with this myself. I know a lot of people who get wrapped up in relationships like this. They think that there's no way out. They think that this is the only safe solution is staying with them, whatever. And this is a lot different. This is an online relationship. This is, you can get out of it whenever you want. It's close your laptop. As simple as that, basically. But I know there's a lot of other psychological barriers, I guess, that prevent her from doing this. Again, this is a 14-year-old girl with a underdeveloped brain. It is very easy to manipulate their mind and make them think what they want to think, or what they need to think, or whatever the fuck. Not only is Spoctor preying on a 14-year-old girl, he is essentially ruining her life, leading her to self-harm.
What the hell, man? By these screenshots, Spoctor's not intentionally leading her to self-harm. Unless you have proof that he's telling her to hurt herself, that isn't his fucking fault, and that is a disgusting mentality to have. Also, I brought the script up with my mom, and she made a good point. Did Spoctor know Fish was prone to self-harm before this happened? If not, he, as a stupid 17-year-old, wouldn't be likely to predict that would be a consequence.
Self-harm. There are only a few things I would never wish on my worst enemy, because honestly I'd wish a lot of things on my worst enemy. But depression, suicide, and loss is definitely not one of those things. Those can ruin a person's life.
So can pedophile accusations.
If Spoctor is truly doing all this, then I don't even know what the fuck to say. Die.
I wouldn't wish suicide on my worst enemy. Oh, you have piss-poor evidence claiming that you're a pedophile? Perish. Like, I get pedophiles are shit people, but that just went against what you said, my guy.
It gets worse, because Shy Gal confronted Spoctor about all this. Because apparently this has happened before with another girl. Deleted user, Spoctor. I already came clean with Jeff about it. You did it again. He said no. After you promised me you wouldn't, he said no, this was before you. She said okay, but we've been buddies and I never told her me and Jeff were a thing, and that's my fault again. Then why is she saying shit now? Because she found out now. And then the other half of that is the screenshots I just read. She sent them over to Spoctor to read, and this was his response. Spoctor's response to all of this, all these screenshots that I just read to you, was, I'm sorry about all of that. That was his response. All the shit I just read, he just said, I'm sorry about it.
Yeah. If he regrets how he made Fish feel during their relationship, it makes sense that he's sorry for it. What else do you want him to do? Beg for forgiveness like a whiny little pissant? Wouldn't that just make it seem like he's emotionally manipulating people by acting pathetic?
And then he said, this was recent. He said, I did it again, fuck. She said, you are the most disgusting piece of shit I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. I was nice, I was civil, I trusted you, and you pull a lie out of your ass. I won't say anything.
Hello? What was this, Shy Gal? I won't say anything? Judging by your later claims, you believe this was proof of him admitting to abusing a 14-year-old girl, and that he's done this multiple times before. So you believe he's an abuser to several young girls, and you won't say anything. And right after that, she says she has morals. It's fucking hilarious, given the claims. And, Shy Gal? The screenshots of you and Mythicalina are in this video. I'll go more into detail about that conversation later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I mean, there it is. I mean, come on. How the fuck are you gonna admit to it?
I mean, we don't even see what he admitted to. That's the thing about the screenshot. We don't know what exactly he did again. Was it cheating? Was it sexual calls with other people? And who's Jeff? This is why context is a necessary thing, especially with serious claims like this.
It didn't look that bad because of, the whole blurring out.
Yes, the 14-year-old talking about banging their arms as a coping mechanism didn't look bad when her user and profile were censored. God, could you imagine if— oh god!
But no, she really knew what she was doing, and she even fucking brought it to him, and he fell right into that trap and fucking responded to it.
Depending on if this is going to end the same as the story shit, This trap thing is gonna bite you in the arse.
I am a disgusting piece of shit. Dude, I have an idea. I know. How about you fuck off? He said, okay. That was kind of funny. I honestly don't really remember reading that. Unfortunately, there's more screenshots.
I share the same sentiment for different reasons.
And for context for this one specifically, I'll also refer back to what Shy Gal said in the beginning of our conversation. She said, he used a few girls for moaning calls, consistently cheated on his partner, always said he changed but never did, received... this one is the one regarding the screenshot. He received nudes that were saved onto a flash drive of a 14-year-old girl while he was 17. Had her blame herself for having feelings for him and is an incompetent person in general when it comes to solving problems.
Okay, first of all, had her blame herself for having feelings for him is worded poorly. It makes it sound like he's admonishing her for liking him, which we see maybe once, and it doesn't really seem like he's guilting her in particular, more like guilting himself while she guilts herself, and it's just a big old mess of teenagers being dramatic. Second of all, being incompetent at solving problems, really? You're gonna throw that in with pedophile accusations? You're about as good at problem solving as him if that's your way of exposing an alleged child abuser.
No. This is kind of where I drew the line with Spoctor in this whole situation.
I'm glad 14-year-old nudes are past the line you draw, but like, you didn't draw it at cheating or what you perceive to be pedophilia, because, yeah, it turns out a 17-year-old dating a 14-year-old does not qualify as pedophilia. According to ncsby.org, pedophilia in teenagers requires the perpetrator to be at least 16 and the victim at least 5 years younger. 14 and 17 is 3. While it is strange, it isn't pedophilia. If anything, it would be grooming, and even that's a shaky territory.
Flirting is flirting. For a lot of the part, it is harmless. I'll even admit to that. Actual naked pictures, is a line. I don't even know where the fuck it is. It's so far past the fucking line. Pictures of a 14-year-old girl on a flash drive while you were near 18. This is straight up predator shit. This is some Chris Hansen shit right here. And here are the screenshots. Text said, I have immense regret. Fish said, I am so sorry for overreacting and being so dependent on you. A while ago I crushed and snapped it and flushed my flash drive down the toilet. She said I should have kept my distance. Honestly, no recovery, they're gone. I can't be who I was anymore. So this is Spoctor admitting to having a flash drive and to throwing it away, which does not justify having it in the first place.
Okay, so this is probably the only thing I can kinda get where he's coming from. Except, we don't know what's on that flash drive. Could be news, could just be a bunch of really weird porn, could be a commentary he was planning on doing. If there was any screenshots that could say what was on that flash drive, that could mean something, but there isn't. For all we know, Spectre just had a mental breakdown and destroyed shit for the hell of it. We don't know. Also, once again, don't know if she's 14. They're both minors, yes, Spectre should know better, especially after what happened. But if they're around the same age and they're sending nudes, I couldn't give a shit. It's stupid teenagers being stupid. If she is actually 14 and he had a flash drive for nudes, then prove it by having him admit to it, or something of the sort.
I've seen that behavior with other girls, the way she's speaking and really just blaming herself, and they just kind of stick by their man because that's what they think is best. And it's just, it's hard to see, especially someone, a 14-year-old. Like, holy fuck, like I feel like people don't understand how underdeveloped 14-year-old brains are. That's why I don't suggest smoking weed at all until you're 18, because fucking with your brain while it's still developing is permanent damage right there, boys. I've sent this information to Tom because Shy Gal was gonna send it to him anyway, and since I already know Tom, and I figured he was just gonna turn it down because this isn't the kind of content he makes anymore. This YouTube community is so weird. There's so much unnecessary respect for everyone. It really is way more political than it needs to be.
Okay, he kind of goes into a long tangent of, YouTube was different back in my day. Everybody had a call-out video. Every morning you wake up and another YouTuber was wiped off the internet. Those were the good old days. It was honestly kind of dumb given how serious the allegations in this are.
After I sent this to Tom, Tom actually talked to Spockter. I haven't talked to Tom about what he talked to Spockter about. But either way, Spockter found out that Shy Gal was sending information to Tom. He DM'd her on Twitter shortly after, I think like the next day. He even sent her a friend request. Anyway.
Probably to resolve the issue in private. You know, like most people would do.
Anyway, so Spockter is aware of this. He is aware that there is probably something coming at him. If you are listening, this is your fucking chance.
Yeah, you're handling this real fucking peacefully. This is your fucking chance to talk before you ruin your life forever. I'm sure he'd love to talk to you after that comment.
I'm not asking for a response video. I'm asking you to DM me personally, and I will follow up with this video. I will make another video if you have any defense for yourself, anything that justifies what you've done, even though I fucking highly doubt it. Please send it to me. I'm giving you a chance. If not, I mean, what the fuck? You're just a pedophile.
Wow, just outright said it, huh? I didn't see any follow-up to this, so I guess you went on to continue thinking Spockter was a pedo. By the way, since you straight up called him a pedophile, you committed libel. So, be careful with that, seriously. Dude, this was a bad video overall. Your sources don't even come from the actual victim. Yeah, all of these were given to him by Shy Gal, and one of the screenshots he listed at the end was just uncomfortably familiar. Who was Mythicalina? Why does she also want to take down Spockter? What comeuppance? What did he do to you specifically? Why was this a part of your screenshots? Mannis, is this a cry for help? Are you being held hostage by Shy Gal? Was this your only chance before you disappeared forever? Nope. He's active on Steam. He's all good. This is probably the only thing that could safely tell us they were most likely sending nudes to each other, but also, once again, stupid teenagers. Once again, not even from the victim. This is from Shy Gal. All of these claims come from her with very little evidence. Also, if Spockter did actually cheat on his partner, and that partner was her, then she may very well have a bias against him and want to knock him down a peg. For fuck's sake, that could be the comeuppance she was talking about with Mythicalina. That may be where all of Mannis' hostility is coming from because of a biased source. This is all speculation on my part, but still, we don't know what's going on in these. Now, I have to say, if Fish was 14, 16 by the time this video comes out, then depending on what states they live in or what country Fish is from, since they had sexual calls and probably sent nudes, yeah, Spockter fucked up, since depending on where you're from, 14-year-olds can legally only be sexual with 14 to 16-year-olds. But once again, we don't know if she's 14. Also, yeah, I do think they sent each other nudes, or maybe even just audios of each other masturbating, in which if they sent nudes, then that definitely counts as creation and distribution of CP, but I couldn't find anything about audios. Don't use that to send videos of yourselves moaning, kids. I don't want to find out if it's illegal because some viewers decided to do erotic ASMRs. None of this was followed up on by Mannis or Turkey Tom from what I could see. I checked his description and comments to see if there was any follow-up he decided to list there, but no. I assume Spockter either just did see it and ignored it for the sake of not going through this again, completely understandable, or Mannis just never saw the point in making another. Either way, this was not a great video. Yikes, my parents are not going to like the search history I had to get for this. Well, this was a mess. I'm glad it didn't get any further than this one video, and I hope Mannis is doing better. I really do. This was just a bad video to make, and it may be because of the person providing the evidence. Note to my audience, if you guys do feel you are being abused, contact the proper authorities, not just some random YouTuber who won't properly look into evidence. End note. I wanted to make this video sooner, but I've had to go through a lot of issues, starting off with how I held off on it because of other false grooming allegations going around at the time. Then I held it off because the lizard got sent out to dry, quite reasonably so. I want my channel to grow because I make decent videos, not because I jump on trends. That's what my TikTok is for. But overall, I had fun. It's hard to find good videos to make commentary on, but if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments.